Yo, what's going on with y'all? So it seemed like DDG trying to go, you mean, with the kick team. I feel like I already did a video on this, but they can't here to do another video. Subscribe, we went over to 500 though. Come on, we
Every
get
time
into
I
it.
scroll on my Twitter or TikTok timeline, I notice that there are streamers who I've never seen in this world before pop up and take over every single swipe that I have. I know that I'm noticing it. I know that you're noticing it. And I know that the streamers who are making the decision as to which platform they're going to stream on are also noticing it as well.
I noticed as I've been streaming these past few months, especially during my tours, when it really like clicked in my brain. I'm like, bro, this tour should be way more viral. But I noticed like I be seeing more clips from Kick than Twitch.
You not paying enough, bro. That's what, yo. I seen a clip Neon talking about some 1 month he had to pay like $1 million in clipping just for clippers to clip his stuff up to put it on TikTok. Yo, first of all, streaming is not about actually streaming no more. It's about streaming for pure clicks, like not clips, clips, you feel me? So like my friends want to be streamers, right? I tell them, I said, yo, y'all want to be streamers so bad. That's not how that operates. Say you want to be a clip page. Don't say you want to be a streamer. Cause you're gonna stream for 3 hours. You gotta get at least 5 to 20 clips out of those 3 hours, right? And then flood TikTok algorithm so you can get people to come to your stream and get it even more popping. So TikTok is really what you want to do. You just want to be a streamer, so to say. Like, bro, if you're not clipping your stuff and like while you're streaming, if you're not clipping, you're going to see little to no growth. I'm telling you.
These past couple months. And I'm like, what's going on, bro?
Streaming has stopped being about who's the best in the game for a little while now, and it's more about who has the most clips, who has the most visibility, who can get.
Bro, I've been seeing Mad Dean the Great and Adrian Broner and Rampage and Neon. I'm barely seeing. Yo, I'm seeing mad clips of Cassinet, Lil Bro, Rakai, Madi, and Reem. Them niggas too, but that's it.
In the algorithms of these famous celebrities that are scrolling and this athlete and whoever else that may be perusing on social media. So now you have this mass exodus of content creators taking this pivot and saying that I'm gonna go green and it's gonna be the best thing for me. But I am here to say that may not be the best decision.
I love you guys, man. We're gonna be crazy. It's gonna be good. We're gonna be vibing. I'm pulling up on the Kick app right now. I appreciate you guys. We're going up. I will be one of the biggest Kick streamers, bro. I will be one of the biggest streamers.
Pure degenerate, yo. I feel like if you actually had a Kick app downloaded on your phone or on your browser, you're just a degenerative person as well. Like, I don't know not one non-degenerate person on that app. Like the Shay Frost, Neon, Dean the Great, Adrian Broner, even Rampage a little crazy. I ain't going for it. Jack Dorothy, whatever his lame ass name is, weak ass nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button.
Please subscribe so I can feed my family, bro. I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money.
And it's gonna go a long, long way for the channel. Show that you're more than a clip watcher and show that you're an actual video watcher by clicking the subscribe button. Now, back into the video.
Oh, they're saying DDG doing streams on Kick. Yeah, that's great. I think Kick staff. I think there's a clip of him going around.
He moved full time to Kick. I think for at least like I don't know. He's come over completely like just like I know he's multi-streaming, but now he's like fully on Kick. I think that's because of the clipping. Yeah, it's because of the clipping. I believe like I think he recognizes like at the end of the day, Kick obviously offers a really great platform. It offers 95.5. It offers Kick partnership program, which is income is around about 19x Twitch, but it also offers clipping, right? And that discoverability is huge.
For all the negative things that I can say about Kick, and we'll get into those in a little bit later on in the video, I will say that everywhere that I turn, there is a clip with some sort of Kick logo at the bottom left. They are legitimately speaking everywhere, and they are very creator friendly. One of the biggest conundrums for content creators is racking their brains on how to get everywhere and do everything. Between Threads, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, there are so many platforms.
I feel like you don't gotta do all that. Like, bro, there was a quote from like ancient history. Now it's like Bruce Lee. I'm bugging, but it was like, should you fear the man that practices 1,000 kicks or the same kick 1,000 times? My thinking was, okay, I want to be a content creator. Here's how I got started. I want to be a content creator. What do I want to do? Do I want to be a YouTuber, streamer, TikToker, Instagrammer? Like what? Instagram, TikTok, immediately. Like I tried TikTok. I was posting random thoughts and shit like that. You know, I was gaining a bit of traction over there, but nothing to the point where I was like, yo, I love doing this shit. I'm like, all right, cool. I tried it. Was working out. Yeah. Instagram, no, it's not for me. I see what my sister be doing with her lash page. Oh yeah, if you want your lashes done and you're in the Canada area, plush aesthetics, they fire, bro. But I see what her stuff didn't seem viable for me. And then I fell in between. I love watching YouTube, watching all the gamers grow up. RDC World, Young Don, Berleezy, watching them when I was a young boy. And then I had Twitch. Like my friend wanted to be a Twitch streamer. Like all my friends, I feel like want to be streamers, and I tried to persuade them to do YouTube because it's more stable ground to land on. You feel me? Streaming's real fickle. It's like real high and lows. But I feel like YouTube is the best place for you to grow on and just keep doing it. Like just focus on pure YouTube, and you're gonna grow a lot faster than you think you will.
Forms of which a content creator has to focus on
Oh
being,
my
and
God.
you literally can't be everywhere at once, unless for whatever reason you opt into being on that green app. And I think the creator
Like, bro, if you just hone in on one craft, I feel like it's a lot better than being on 2 to 3 different platforms. Cause I'm looking at my friends right now. They stream, not post no clips. You feel me? That should be frying me because you pretty much just wasting your time. Post your clips, bro. I'm telling y'all, post y'all clips if you want to be a streamer.
creators are taking that stance, noticing those things in real time. And this is why you can see a couple of these guys switching. It also helps that on the first day of streams, like DDG's brother Dub, you're getting homepage. And it also helps that when you do big events like DDG's tour, you get clipped up to the masses. And not just instantly being put on the homepage, you will instantly see a resurgence of your views and your face on the timeline if you switch to Kick.
To the end of the week, of next week or whatever, when is it gonna be a week? Then I'm gonna decide whether I want to stay on Kick or I want to go back to Twitch. But my hypothesis was correct. I have been seeing myself way more for sure. Like, and y'all can't lie and say I wasn't right. Just it's okay to say you was right. I remember y'all was telling me before I said it, like, yeah, you need to go change.
I still haven't seen a DDG clip in a minute.
Now, I for one can say that I have seen more DDG on my platforms. And this is because Kick has figured out the problem that Twitch has had for years at this point. Nobody's in competition with the platform. Twitch is a great place to stream, but the distribution is where the issue lies.
There's no reason why to search and find new streamers. You have to go on other platforms. Twitch, you should be able to do that on Twitch. Do you know how many people know about streamers but don't know what Twitch is? Majority of people that know streamers. Your average normie doesn't know what Twitch is, bro. I promise you, gang. They don't know what Twitch is. It's like, damn, but they probably know who Kai is, though.
If Twitch adopted some of Kick's tactics, they would probably blow Kick out the water, bro. I ain't going fraud with you. Like, genuinely. And fire they whole moderator team, because they be on some bullshit, too. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, that's why I said do YouTube. Yo, YouTube always gonna be there. Like, it's been a staple for the past 15, 20-something years. Content gonna be on there forever. Like, if you miss a Twitch stream, you just miss it unless you see the vibe. You can't even experience the, well, I'm watching it with everybody else type John. That's supposed to be the caveat streaming. So I just choose YouTube.
You get what I'm saying? They know who Blackboy Max is. They know who Speed is. They know who FaZe is. They know AMP. They don't know Twitch, though.
Twitch has probably got to be the biggest thing that I could think of that nobody knows about. I sound chronically online strange and weird when I try to have these conversations with, my other family members when I go to dinners and birthday parties. Not that it's because they don't know who these faces are. Hell, they even bring them up to me and ask me about what Kai Cenat, Blackboy Max, and all the other Twitch streamers are doing. But the problem is, though, is that people aren't actually watching Twitch. They're watching the clip pages. If you already have an audience, then Twitch can work for you. But if you don't, then the platform can feel like a wall. Why? Because nobody's finding anything new ever. Every once in a while, you'll have somebody who scrolls through the Just Chatting or any of the other channels and click on a random streamer. But I bet you if I asked the audience that's viewing this right now, name 5 other categories on Twitch outside of Just Chatting, they probably couldn't do it. This is why every other
Destiny 2, Terraria, Call of Duty, BO3. Yeah, like it's just games, bro. I don't know, Just Chatting. I usually follow games. I don't follow the categories.
streamer has to be a short form content creator too. They have to go off platform just to grow the platform. It doesn't make any sense. But it does make sense that Kick identified this weakness, especially because they were ex-creators on the platform and decided, that's exactly what we're gonna tackle.
Kick obviously offers a really great platform. It offers 95.5. It offers Kick partnership program, which is income is around about 19x Twitch. But it also offers clipping, right? And that discoverability is huge. Discoverability in streaming is really difficult.
And I said to Eddie, I said, listen, let's steal the clippers from Twitch. He's like, Aiden, just get me a budget, get me a number. I want all the clippers. Anyone who's clipping for everyone on Twitch, tell them we'll pay them double. So with that being said, my clippers are about to eat. If you clip shit for streamers on Kick, you're gonna get paid double pretty much. I spoke with Eddie about it. Guys, my clippers this last month, Priz, I mean, what, they're making like over $100,000.
Kick identified a problem and made a billion-dollar industry behind it. Clipping is the new wave, it is a new fad, and it is something that everybody is trying to figure out a way of solving that puzzle, but Kick has taken it and moved it into a totally different direction as a place and space that they really dominate. It's something that they really blossom in. Think about it from my POV or other POVs as content creators. Before the way that Kick has been going about doing clipping, the way that you would have to do this is find somebody who was a short form editor, something that was generally new to the space in the first place, but you'd have to find somebody who watches streams for hours, takes out those good moments, puts really engaging edits on these things. That could take 30 minutes to maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours on one singular clip. Push it out to the algorithm, hope it does good, hope it does bad, and then repeat the cycle. Each individual clip could start at a bare minimum of about $15, and to manage that whole team, content creators would have to focus some mindset on that.
Yo, I ain't gonna. If y'all some young kids who want to get some part-time money, bro, clipping, that might be the move. I ain't gonna lie with y'all. Shit, if I was tech savvy, I'd be clipping too, man.
Very inefficient. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze because on the side of the editor, they weren't getting paid properly. On the side of the creator, they probably weren't getting the bang for their buck because we know that short form content doesn't directly pay you dollars and cents. And honestly, it was just a mess trying to do it all by yourself in the first place. It was really nasty. But this is where Kick decided, hey, we'll come in and we'll take on all of those expenses. We'll take on all of that overhead, all of that work and mental capacity that you had going into more employees, and we'll push you out to a whole different level, to a whole different audience at masses. And this is really, and I do mean really, attractive to content creators like myself and other streamers.
This is our first stream on Kick, okay? A lot of you guys that wasn't here yesterday, I'm gonna explain it a little bit. Your boy decided to start streaming on Kick only because you wanna try something new. So we're going to be doing 120 days straight on Kick, man. I've been streaming on one platform. So, you know, it's cool to not put all your eggs in one basket.
People having that much loyalty to Twitch is kind of crazy. Like, if I'm not top 30 at Twitch headquarters, like I'm talking like, I make a phone call, y'all hitting me up, making sure my shit's straight. I don't have any loyalty to you, bro, until I sign a exclusive contract. I'm dead multi-streaming. Y'all bugging, bro. I'm trying to get my cheese up. You know,
I think it's cool to have change, and I think Kick is going to really show a lot of love, man. They're excited with the content ideas that we're going to be doing. They're going to be supporting it and just putting like a big budget behind it, man. So shout out Kick, man.
The puzzle of more is solved. This is why Kick feels different. Kick's ecosystem solved.
And to be honest with you, I feel like if I'm a Twitch streamer, I'm doing dummy YouTube videos at the same time too. I ain't gonna lie, because Twitch not, like streaming not for everything. I don't see this lasting for another 10, 20 years. YouTube, I probably
the
do.
burden of content creators trying to figure out how to create more. Clippers, the repost page, the Twitter accounts, the TikTok edits, the reaction channels. Now the content creation factory ecosystem feels whole and complete. And before a content creator can go on to the next clip or segment, they've already got this one posted out to the masses and it's going viral. But this is where the conundrum kicks in. Like I said, this may or may not be the best thing in the world, because once the ecosystem is built around the moments, well, the question is, what kind of moments get spread faster on the internet, specifically Elon's internet?
Yo, fuck Jack Doherty. Fuck you, butthead. Yo, what the fuck?
Damn. Nigga, it's like your third car getting cooked. Oh my god, yo. I don't even know why we hate this dude anymore at this point. Like, he's just a nuisance in life.
Yo! Oh my god.
Don't get out the car, bro. He might hit you in the head with the hammer too, man. Just stay calm, bro. You can't even do shit without your security guard anyway.
There's glass all over me.
Now, if you couldn't tell, that was scripted, but there's a reason why. Most content creators know now that what
Damn, I couldn't even tell you. Like, that's crazy. Because I really felt like, it was like, oh shit, that's crazy. Bro, with so much craziness going on in today's world, I would have probably fell for that. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I'm not watching a Jack Doherty stream. I just know that people were getting ran up on. Like, I live in Philly, bro. That's kind of like a, oh, that's a shame type of junk.
Gets spread around the internet is rage bait, drama, negativity, violence to an extent, and just some of the most extreme stuff in the world. The same machine that it was built to help reward creators, blow them to another level, get them seen by the masses, is the same one that is built off the foundation of, well, negativity sells. All these crazy things sells, the women sell, all of these extreme things, the rage baity, drama, all that stuff sells. So we're gonna need more of that from content creators in order to push them to the next level. That's why you can see Jack Doherty scripting the new haters coming to smash his car. And this is also why you see Aiden Ross continuously push the brand risk boxing events by having the most racist and controversial streamers on the planet get on the platform.
I'm also open to, I spoke with Gypsy, if he were to get in again, to do MMA. We have a way to do MMA/boxing. So like a 2-in-1 in one event. I want the fight to be Raja Jackson versus Gypsy Crusader. That to me is a really good fight. I don't know if we're gonna get it, but that to me is like a good follow-up in my opinion. The chat would want that, and I think it would be a great fight.
Just last week, I had an interesting conversation with Poetic Flacco, and he brought up something that actually needs to be said and had conversation about.
I have my conspiracy theory, because if you guys don't know, Eddie Eddie has like this clip network, which I'll be real, yo, Eddie has bought out all the clippers. Like they own everything, bro. Nigga, I go on TikTok, nigga. I don't see a Twitch clip ever, nigga. This nigga has formed the first like clipper monopoly. I thought monopolies was fucking illegal. This nigga has found a way to have a fucking monopoly, bro.
They are. Would this be considered a monopoly? Like, technically speaking, yes. But aren't they more like subcontractors? So I can just have like a bunch of subcontractors. Yo, that's a great question, actually. Now I'm curious. Hold on. If I have a bunch of contractors in the same business that have a monopoly. Oh shit. I'm not gonna lie, that might be a crazy loophole. Like contractors, you are your own business. I'm just subcontracting your expertise out to my business now. So technically you're an employee of mine, but you're your own business owner. So for real, damn. That's a crazy loophole.
Right. So I'll be real. I think Eddie, because all the kick streamers, they, you know, like they have an ability, like if you reach a certain like viewership, you can enter into like the Clipper program. I think Eddie is responsible. I think because Chubb was a bum ass nigga in the crevices of the internet doing mediocre views. Then there was this where when he got on Kick and started doing like IRLs, there was this switch to where now all the clip pages was posting his clips, and then he had that surge, right, before Kick like kicked him off. So I'm like, hold on, bro, is Eddie responsible? But I believe that bro, like, yo, that initial like surge, that what did it for him.
And I think those sentiments prompt a whole video that I will get into later on in the week. But the reality of the situation is that these platforms and these clipping pages reward some of the most insane content out there, even to the extent of a Chud the Builder type. It's not about who's the funniest. It's not about who's the most creative. It's not about who's doing the most objectively entertaining anymore with the personality. The easiest thing to do and the easiest thing to spread is the drama, the disrespect, the chaos, or somebody crossing the line. This is why Kick can help someone like a DDG who is already famous, already has a fan base, and already has buzz and motion become more visible. But at the same time, it can help somebody like a Chud the Builder explode to a new height that has never been seen before. Now, this is why you'll notice that some of these clip pages have some of the most insane captions. There's out of context moments. It's not about getting.
It's about getting visibility and paid, bro. Ain't nobody care about the right captions. They just trying to get their money up. That's a nasty game to play, though. I ain't gonna lie with you. Like, that's like the media or the news saying there's no war in boxing, say type joint. Like, if y'all get that reference, you feel me? That's kind of how it is. Propaganda. They just changing up the narrative. It's a nasty move set.
Out the good, the right, or the bad. It's about getting the views. Like, simple as that. Whatever can push the most views is what these clip pages' target is. And so now the problem becomes when engagement is the new goal. The creators themselves start learning that that's the pathway to a faster height of success. Like, that's the way that they need to go about getting into the conversation, into the ethos, is by being controversial as opposed to being creative. And I hate to keep bringing them up, but this is where Chud the Builder exposes this contradiction, and we can no longer ignore it. Now, we know Chud the Builder. I've made several videos about him over the past week, and his saga continues to go on. But what we should really be extrapolating from here is that he should be a warning sign to content creators and the platform itself about the way that they go about pushing people out into the mainstream audience. The most important question is not just, well, why would Chud do this? Simple, he's a racist. But the better question is, why did he think that this was the kind of environment where he could push it this far? And I think the answer is simple, because the space that has been created around clipping and clip culture is one in which that you get rewarded for doing extreme things. These clips can travel faster than somebody's long form video, than somebody's creative endeavor in which they hired this person, drafted out a script, did et cetera, et cetera. The drama, the outrageousness, the pure out racism travels much faster, goes much more viral, and gets much more views and attention than all the other stuff. So now creators feel like, hey, the more punishment that I put myself and others through, the more promotion that I ultimately get. That means more people will then come and see my streams because the clip views are up, and I'll get more money and be more rewarded because of it. And by the time Kick reacts to what the clip pages are putting out, clip pages already got the engagement, right? They've already shot this person out to the ethos. The reaction channels already got it. The conversation is already started. And there's really two people that suffer. One, Kick the platform, because now they're getting labeled as a bad platform to be on. And then two, the creators that still exist on there. Kick may have solved one problem that Twitch created, but now it has created a whole different question. What the hell?
I thought you gotta use both in tandem, bro. I would use Kick to boost my name, my Yamin, and get the clipping. But my main joint would be Twitch, because I feel like Twitch got a longer track record than Kick does. Kick's brand new. I just use Twitch as my main hub if I want to be a streamer, but I want to be a YouTuber. So YouTubers is gonna be my bread and butter, like my rock. and then I'll build up like Twitch, Kick, wherever I want to go type genre with that. I feel like that's the best way to do it for me.
Hell does it even mean to continuously be on Kick? You see, Twitch made it harder to grind for visibility, but once you got those eyes and that audience, you can best believe they were a strong, loyal audience, one that was catered to the exact type of demographic that you wanted. But Kick made visibility easier, but easier doesn't mean that you've always built the strongest audience.
But I need my predictions. That is a big part of the community, Kick, that made the immersion with the chat so much better. Listen, I'm not threatening y'all, but best believe my viewers, they come first at the end of the, hey, listen, like I really like Eddie. Eddie's a good dude. It's not even his fault like the other people, but I need them bro. Like, what makes me happy is growing the community, growing YRG and shit. I'm not saying that it can't happen on Kick. It's just different. It's just different.
Longevity is probably one of the biggest question marks that content creators have at the top of their heads. And while grinding out on platforms like Twitch and YouTube can be very, very frustrating, once you grind and actually build said community, it can be rewarding. You have a loyal fan base, you have a loyal audience that's not looking for you to do the most outlandish things in order for you to, you know, catch their attention and keep them there, but ultimately genuinely like you for you. Creators like Rage, FaZe, and AMP created strong audiences, not because they came for a viral moment, but because they came the content creators.
Which was tough, bro. They was doing their thing before like TikTok was really popping for real, off pure muscle work. That was tough. I mean, the FaZe boys built their stuff off of TikTok clips too, but I feel like AMP really got to give their flowers too. It was like the beginning stages of TikTok, they was popping out. I respect that. Pure muscle work.
This is where Kick struggles. Sure, they'll push people to you, to your name, and potentially to your Kick streaming platform, but what type of audience are you building? What type of fan bases come from somebody that drew in this viewer based off of a clip that has a little Kick logo at the bottom? This is what I really want people to ask themselves. And I know that as a viewing audience, you understand this connotation. If somebody told you that they were streaming, you'd probably say, oh, okay, that's cool. That's a cool, fun thing to do. But if somebody told you that they were streaming on Kick, you would look at them like they were crazy. You would look at them like they had 3 heads.
Like a degenerate, because that's where all the degenerate people go to Kick. I don't know what it like. Kick is Twitch's evil brother, bro.
Would probably think that they're racist or a nuisance streamer, you'd be less likely to click on them. Why? Because that name is now getting muddied because of the process that has been explained throughout the video. Just like other mediums of content, like podcasting, because I know podcasting has like one of the worst raps in the world, especially in the dating game. Fellas, if you go out there and tell a woman you have a podcast, you'll probably lose her. But streaming on Kick is becoming one of those things as well. They're birthing these nuisance streamers, these racists, and these other things. And basically that is solely due to how people identify Kick streamers based off of clips. You have to ask yourself as a content creator, am I building some sort of real and legitimate audience, one that is...
If Kick gets a pretty A1 PR team, HR department, they probably go on be over Kick in 3 to 5 years, bro. Stamp that.
Loyal to me and that'll follow me to the ends of the earth? Or are we getting people that are just checking in for the next viral moment, the crash out, the rage, the drama, the racism, the nuisance streaming? Are they tapping in to see if I'm going to implode? Or are they going to tap in to see me play a game of Roblox with the rest of my community? For what it's worth, I do think that Kick did solve an actual problem that was existing in the space. Twitch has yet to this day solved the discoverability problem, which makes me go out there and say that it is by far the hardest platform to grow, full stop. In order to grow this one platform, you have to...
I'm telling you, bro, I was trying to tell my friends, bro, why y'all want to be streamers? Go on YouTube and post videos and do whatever. Bro, it's too much work to edit. I'm just gonna be streaming and posting clips. Niggas have not been posting clips, bro. And I tried to tell niggas, bro, I'm telling y'all, it's too difficult to grow on Twitch for real. YouTube a little medium joint, like it's a little difficult, but once you get into it, you gonna get into it pretty well. Niggas want to be streamers. I gotta respect it. I gotta respect it. You feel me? But
or another platform, which sounds idiotic. But at the end of the day, it is one of the more rewarding things for content creators to do. And trying to fast track that process by going to a platform that prioritizes clipping by any means necessary, even if it makes you look like a racist, a weirdo, somebody who may have weird schmexual desires, gets you pushed to the algorithm based off of controversy, doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And so for these content creators that are saying to themselves, hey, I'm gonna make the switch, it just seems like the best thing for me, I would author them a caution. There's a couple of things that they need to be very, very weary of once they make the switch over to Kick. One, you are going to be labeled for a very long time. If you are a Kick streamer, that rings off a little bit different than a Twitch streamer. Two, manage how these out of context, weirdo caption clips are gonna come out. I know that
yeah, Clippers definitely do need a reel it in a bit with them fake captions. They be drawn. DDG teaches you how to hide a body. And the whole time all he doing is cooking. Like, what be wrong with y'all, bro? Y'all gotta chill out with the clickbait. Like, I know I be clickbaiting sometimes with my titles, but god damn, y'all be wilding. But that's it for me, y'all. Let me know what y'all thoughts are in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. On the road to 500. See y'all soon.